Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Getting there, checking in on a quick little update right quick, man, before it get too hot out here, man. Too hurt, too hot, too hot, too hurt, too hot, all that, man. Oh, damn. That's the what? All right, YouTube, faded back. Got me a plasma cutter. I'm trying to see if I'm going to start cutting it now. I'm gonna wait till I finish getting this braced in. That's, be on the safe side, nothing move. I think I'm gonna do that because it's not gonna take me long to cut this. So if I can get this all cut out, welded, the frame notched back together in another day or so, I'll be doing pretty good on the time frame. But I started playing with the plasma cutter, man. A plasma cutter like a torch, man. Take real good, precise, had the torch set right for the make a clean cut with the torch, man. That plasma the same way, man. But I do another video on how to notch a cheap body frame, because I don't think they got many of them on YouTube. I don't know. You can do it with a cutoff wheel. I might do one side with the cutoff wheel just for to be helpful with some guys that don't have access to plasma cutter, and they all they have is a grinder, good old fashioned American fashion grinder, and a cutoff wheel. Cutoff wheel will work maybe like 3 or 4 blades. You buy a pack of blades from Harbor Freight, that'll get you. That's all you need. You wouldn't need no more. Show you the plasma cut I got YouTube. That's a plasma cut I got, eBay special. This will cut up to ½ inch, 3/8. I think that's perfect, good enough for me. In the future, I see Harbor Freight. If I know Harbor Freight sold when I've been knowing they sold it, but it was like $700. I see nobody much wasn't buying it. I don't know if they redesigned it. I see they sell it. They sell one now for like $4 something. If I knew they had that, I would have bought that one instead of the Chinese eBay special. But this was about $175 shipped to the door. Get the job done. So far, they cut this 3/16. It's supposed to cut all the way up to, like I say, ½ inch or 3/8, something like that. 3/8 of an inch or ½ inch, something like that. 3/8 of an inch, that's plenty for me. These G-body frames, that's probably about the most I'll be cutting. G-body frames, maybe a couple of little plates for my brake kits and stuff. But well, cut a few every now and then. I get them cut on the water jet CNC machine. So a couple frames and a few other little knick-knack. I think that'll be perfect for me, that plasma cutter. So I'm fade back later, YouTube, when we get started on probably be another part to this how to notch a G-body frame. What else? That's it, YouTube. Getting a little warm out here, man. I think I'm finna shut it down and come back, fade back later on. Over and out. And we rolling. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Getting That, checking in. Quick little update, man. Today we're gonna talk about how to notch. There's a lot of information on the interweb, but I don't think I really seen a video. This not so much a how-to. It's just some I guess some informational tips, I guess, pointers, I guess, what you want to call it. We got a G-body frame right here. Some of you know, some of you may not know. You have to notch a G-body frame to get certain wheels under your car. You might want 20 by let's say 10, 20, no, let's say 20 by 11 or 20 by 12. Depends on your offset, depends on your back spacing. The wheel, they might make the back spacing smaller. That's the little, how can I describe it? The hickey on the back where the lugs at. So they might make that hickey smaller for the bring that wheel in to get up tucked up under the car. So then they might take an inch off the back spacing, so that pushes your wheel back. So now you got to take an inch off your your frame. So the best ideal place to notch the frame, it's a seam right here that let me go on the other side. Hold on, YouTube. Yeah, it's a seam right here. Here you go. This is the guideline. I'm gonna say 70 to 60% of the people follow this seam. I didn't follow the seam when I notched my frame. I came behind the seam. So the metal here is two metals sandwiched on top of each other like so. So when I cut behind the seam, I had to cut through two pieces of metal just where they lap over. So if you cut right here, you're gonna miss where they lap, and you're just gonna be cutting one piece of metal. But if you go behind the seam, I don't advise to go behind the seam. They kind of take a little extra skill set to get that going behind the seam. I don't suggest it. If you need more frame clearance, you can go behind the seam just for the heck of it. I remember a long time ago I was searching on the G by the farm, and man, guy had, I don't know what size drag radius he was running. He had notched that booger way back here. This sucker was paper thin, but he didn't have no gas tank or nothing, so he pipes. He braced all that off, and then that's why I got that idea from. I've been thinking about that. Then he must have had a pipe bender. He bent some pipe for the go. I don't know what size thick wall it was, but he bent the pipe, the shape of the frame, and he cut it in half. And he welded that. I don't know if he welded it in the inside of here or on the back side. I think he welded it on the back side. And he did a lot of bracing, man. He had pipes all over there, man. It was fully braced out, but he notched that booger thin. But street applications, man, just a little cruiser. You trying to look good with some 6-inch forges or roaches or etc. Frame. I mean, the seam. That's all you need. Focus. All you need to do is notch on the seam. Hold on. Get back. So we back over here. Bending over like an old man. So you can see, it's a little rough, but hey, it's a little rough with the plasma, a little slag on it. Some places I got it, I mean clean, but it's a little raggedy, majority of it. But hey, they got to get cut off. That lip got to get cut off anyway. So what you do, some people put some cardboard, trace out a fresh piece. They might go back and cut it on 1/4-inch steel. My opinion, I mean, it would help a little bit, but I mean, you still got the regular thin frame back here, so I mean, it's kind of like gain one place and you lose another place. So I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I don't really see the purpose, but I mean, I guess when, like they say, any little help, any little inch will help. But I mean, you're strengthening on the front side, but you're still weak on the back side. I seen a long time ago on the G by the farm, guy took pipes. I mean, not pipes. He took some, some strips of 1/4-inch metal and just whatever, how he got it in there, and he did that all the way along. And I think that'll help. That'll be a good idea. You just, whatever you could fit, maybe 2 inches strips, whatever, 2-3 inches long, 5 inches long from here to there. Then you get you another strip from here to there, and maybe about 3 strips to get it. But it's just different ideas. Just giving y'all that y'all can go with. What else YouTube? So yeah, back to the notch. So I cut this one on the seam for a customer. So now I'm gonna see, this is what I was referring to. Focus. Let me cut the light off. I was referring to, see, that's when GM, see, this frame ain't nothing but a puzzle. It's put together and they weld it together. I don't know what kind of welds those are. Some people, when they doing a frame, they go back and re-weld all of that on the seam. Again, I really don't think it's necessary because the metal thin. The metal's like, I don't even think it's 2/6, 2/18. I mean, 2/16 thick, 1/8 of an inch thick. I don't even know what gauge this is, but I don't have a metal gauge. I need to get me investing $5-10 in a metal gauge. Back to what I was saying too. See, that's the seam. See, when I had cut behind, see this, another thing, this thing not all the way, I don't know, squared, it's not, so you might see like, see a smaller, see, it's hard to say, like, see like it's thin right here, so you might cut it here, and as you get down, you on top of the seam. So that's the problem I had when I had caught myself cutting behind the seam, because it's really, if you look at your frame, you might have more lip up here than the bottom. So like, for instance, see how much more lip we got at the bottom, but you can look down on it and see, but we're gonna work that out once we grind it away and all that. But cut the seam. I'm gonna get all this grinded, all this slag from the plasma cutter. Get all this slag cut off. And what you want to do is, I found the piece that I had messed up. Well, not messed up, but got off on the cut. Okay, see, you want to come back, and where my soap at? I gotta draw a line. I got about 3-4 soaps out here, YouTube. I don't know, man. Anyway, you want to come back and cut. Focus. I cut on top just in case if I gotta trim it. Some people cut on the face. I cut the lip off. That lip should fit right back on top. Some people go a little small, I see. I might do this one like that, I don't know. I notice the people when they notch it on the car, they do it. When they put the piece back, the piece fits inside. So when they welding this, it's a little easier to, I ain't even got the camera on, y'all. So when they welding the camera, the welds, it's a little easier to weld. So I might do this one like that. Cut it small enough where the piece goes inside instead of back on the front. I don't know, I'll see. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up and trying to keep it not too long, running out of space on the phone. I got videos to upload to y'all. So I'm low on the space on the phone. Yeah, like I said, YouTube, you're gonna cut that right down that lip, right? Cut the lip off. Like I said, some people cuts from the face, love it right on this bull nose, and it cuts around it. And I believe when you cut on that bull nose, that'll drop you right back in the inside. Some people do it, like I say, do it like that. I might do this one like that. It'll be a first time for me. So fade back when we get something going. YouTube, open up. See my line draw, focus. You just want to cut that bevel off. So I'm gonna go right up to the bull nose, not quite on the bull nose. We fade back. All right, YouTube, we faded back, man. We got our piece cut out, trimmed out. Got a little smudge of gap right there, but man, it's always more than one way. I got it pretty jammed tight all the way around. Got a little gap right there. It's always more than one way to skin a cat. What I do normally, if I run into that little problem, I put me a bead across here, heat it up red hot, take the hammer, bang it down a little bit. Hey, it's just that, not gonna hurt nothing. But everything else pretty tight though, man. This, oh shit, I don't know what's over me in this camera today. It's probably the best one I've done thus far. But okay, see, that's what I was saying. Like, you'll follow the seam up here up top. You'll follow the seam up top, come to the bottom, follow the seam. It won't be matching the top. So you see how much, you see how it is? That's not my cut. That's me following the seam. So what I'm gonna do, I got my little white marker there. White soap. Good to get you some of these Harbor Freight sell these. I got these from Found a whole box of them in the junkyard, man. That's the good part, going to the junkyard. Find all kind of goodies laying around. Well, anywho, I'm gonna follow my plasma cutter right along here. Chop that off. That should be nice and perfect, nice and pretty. This is probably the best one I did so far. Nice and pretty. I usually cut it back right here, but I was like, man, I could make it. I think I did Memphis Mike one like that, and I just put a piece there. I'll probably put this piece here first, then another piece, I don't know. You gotta do the same thing right here. Put your little piece. See, when you buy the UMI kit, all those little pieces come with it. This little box piece, then this little piece, all that come with it. But like I say, if you got a little extra more time to waste, UMI kit about $100, maybe about 125 by the time it shipped to you. I don't know. It might have gone off. I mean, it might have went up. Cause UMI been going up over there, man. UMI, y'all gotta slow down, baby, with the price. What else? I think that might conclude this part one, man, cause it's probably gonna be a long video. So, hope this video was helpful to some guys. Give you a little info between this video and maybe reading a little info online or something like that. I think one of those magazines did a whole write-up on the G by the frame notch. Super Chevy, I don't know, I read it years ago. I read that probably about 8, 9, 5 years ago, man. But as in YouTube, nice and tight. I'm gonna draw it in right here a little bit. Put me a bead across there, bang that down, close that gap in, but everywhere else, focus. Everywhere else, tight. So I don't know what happened right there. I could have went down on the cut a little bit when I went to plasma or something. Who knows? But it's never F-ups with wood and metal. You can always add to it. I don't care what nobody say. But that's the YouTube. That probably conclude this part one. Part two, we just do a quick little walkthrough on the welding, and that's about it. Part two should be a little more shorter. So you want to get in over and out. It's probably be part this. I guess I might make a part two. This might really be all the helpful information you might need in this video here. It's part one. I got it all notched in there. I should have cut that tip off, then I could have drawn that in a little bit more up under. See, it's not really up under, it's really on top. So I cut it down the size YouTube where it fit inside. Just got tack weld there. I had it, like I was saying in the previous part, I had a little gap there. See, I put a little bead on top of there, heated it up, took the hammer, bam, closed the gap in, man. So we got a pretty good gap. I might see if I can put me another little bead there and close that in just to smudge it. Like I say, don't be afraid to hit the metal. I don't feel like bending down, get the hammer. You know, if you got a little gap here, this metal thin, so you can bend. You can take your maul hammer, hit that, or close that, pinch that in tight. You know, so you get you a good weld. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad right there. The metal got a little bevel on it though. When I was grinding it, kind of got a little bevel on it. But I might put me a little weld there just to heat it up and tap it down, just to pinch it down, just to smudge it. But that's what we got though, YouTube. Frame notch. This might be the best one I've done so far. Frame notch. Gotta check with my boy Memphis Mike. Tell him to send me a picture. I usually go back to right here, but I remember seeing on his frame, it was too much. It didn't need it. Maybe if he was going 6s, you probably need it, but 24s, I don't think you really need to go that far back. Trying to stay off the bushing a little bit. So I got a mark here, but I think I'm gonna close it off right here. Same thing right here. I think on Memphis Mike's, I might have went way up here, man. I might have was probably even with the control arm. Way too much. It don't need that much. So I'm gonna check with him, get a picture or two from him, and double check, see if I need to go and cut it back. If I do, no big deal. I can still go ahead and weld this up. Probably weld it up later on, man. It's getting hot, man. Probably tomorrow, man. I might shut it down for the day, man. I'm making good progress. If I can get it all done tomorrow, and I'll figure a day to sand the frame. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with the prep of the frame yet, but another video. Don't want to get off. But that's it though, YouTube. With the frame knots, man. G-body frame knots. Same thing for Dunk, Box Chevy, Chevelle, B-body, A-body, G-body. It's all the same, man. Same thing. So, it's a moment to get in there on the G-body frame notch, man. See how much room you get. That's at least an extra inch. You know, where you can squeeze 6-inch lip back there, man. With the right offset, with the right back spacing, I think 3 something. Don't quote me. Do not quote me on the back spacing. I think it's 3-inch back spacing, I think. And you should be able to squeeze a 6-inch lip with a stock rear end on a 3-piece wheel. So don't quote me. 2-piece wheels, billets, 2-piece anything, brooches, forges. 2-piece, you can get away with a 5-inch with no knots on the frame. Project LSA, he got a 5-inch lip back there. It's a true 5-inch lip. It's 5-inch after the face. It's not 5-inch before the face. It's 5-inch after the face, and he close to the frame, but he clear the frame though. So just let some people know, man. Everybody don't need to do a frame notch, man. You know, if you happy with 5-inch lips on 22s, 24s, don't need a frame notch. It's your boy, Mr. Get. I'm running out of time. Over and out.